Ladies and gentlemen, this is Overdrive. Here on Pillar to Post, my name is Pete Wall, just one of your hosts tonight. And next to me is the one and only, take it away, Tyler.
That's why I'm the phenomenal beast, Tyler Black, from the TCB Sportscast YouTube channel, part owner of Bulletproof World Order Wrestling.
Now, in just a couple of moments, folks, we're going to have Mark from Bdw-Bppw-Mwpw joining us. And he runs the indie fed known as Midwest Pro Wrestling, but that is coming very soon. He's running a little bit late today. Let me get rid of these sunglasses, because I'm not a douchebag, and only douchebags wear sunglasses inside when it's dark. So fuck that shit. No douchebags on this channel. But you might be asking what this channel is all about. We're gonna break it down for you. This is 3 federations here on YouTube. We all use WWE 2K17 to get the job done. We've got Big Dog Wrestling, we've got Bulletproof World Order Wrestling, and we've got Midwest Pro Wrestling. And what we're going to be doing here is discussing what's been going on and what's coming forward on each of our brands. Now, why, you might ask, are we doing this? Simple. I bet you about 90% of our viewers are sick to death of WWE shoving their crappy product down our throats. Now, I don't know about you, but if you want to commentate, and we'll take like Corey Graves and Michael Cole, JBL, and all those other douchebags that are fucking commentating on WWE right now, and you take a 1 hour listen to them, they have no fucking heart. They've got no pizzazz. They don't know how to bring it to the next level. Well, here on Overdrive, we bring it to the next level, and we bring more. You're not going to find blood-soaked tampons or use bloody condoms over in WWE. No, you're going to find it right here in Big Dog Wrestling. You're not going to find cunts and sluts and bitches unless you're watching Bulletproof World Order Wrestling. This is what Overdrive's all about. This is 3 wrestling communities coming together to bring you entertainment. What do you think there, Tyler?
I totally agree with that, Pete. What we do is we make this game a whole hell of a lot better than what WWE gives us on a weekly basis. Fuck you, WWE. We do better than you, and we will always be better than you.
There we go. Right out of the mouth of the beast himself. Wasn't that phenomenal? I'd hit you with that little pun there, bro. Now, like I said, Mark's going to be joining us soon. He's on the channel Bdw-Bppw-Mwpw. Make sure you check him out. Guy is doing a phenomenal job. Also, what's going down on Midwest Pro Wrestling is that is the only place you will find me and Tyler Black doing commentary together. That's right. Big Dog Wrestling, Bulletproof World Order Wrestling, joining forces with Midwest Pro Wrestling to bring you some of the best commentary you're going to find. Only on Bdw-Bppw-Overdrive. That to me is fucking just classic, man.
That's right.
Now, why all 3 of us are working? Yeah, why all 3 of us are working together is because we're trying to elevate each other. Not just what we do for our shows, but what we're doing for YouTube. And bringing a bunch of different communities together. Like, I started this thing to bring Wrestler Unstoppable for wrestling fans together with YouTube wrestling fans. And it's been a pretty good hit. I'm enjoying it. And Tyler Black, he does something just a little bit different as well, don't you?
That's right. What I do is Bulletproof World Order Wrestling. That's taking some of you guys from Big Dog Wrestling and some of the guys I created and downloaded and bringing it into one organization, which is some of the funniest and best commentating that I bring you each and every week.
Exactly. That's what it's all about, though. It's all about having the fun. You know? And it's not fun watching WWE anymore. So, to be honest, why I started doing this, I watched guys like Chris Danker, I watched guys like JD from New York doing this stuff, and I thought it could be done a little bit differently. I wanted to work with people, not just download characters off the network and, you know, nobody knows who they are, blah blah blah. I wanted to have the community where I'm actually working with the subscribers as well as with Wrestler Unstoppable. And what goes on Wrestler Unstoppable, it's found in Facebook Wrestling, Facebook.com. Now, Wrestler Unstoppable is an app there where you can create a wrestler, you can give them moves, you can give them clothing, but they all look very similar. They all have very similar features, and you can run wrestling federations there, companies, and have storyboards, and it's kind of like an e-fed in a way. Everyone creates their own storyline, and they all work together to make a show. So I figured bring those over to YouTube for this show called Big Dog Wrestling, and have it more interactive. So what my goal is in the end is to do live promos almost on every show, have like 1-2 live promos, interviews, and make it more unique, you know, make it more interactive with the viewers, and have fun with it, and progress the storyline so that way the wrestlers themselves, the ones that created the wrestlers on Wrestler Unstoppable, as well as the YouTubers that tune in, have a chance to get more interactive, get involved in what I'm doing, and they can be live on the show doing voiceovers for their characters or whatever they please. That's the way I want to work it. Now you started off with, you started downloading a bunch of characters off the network, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I downloaded a bunch of them, then I just said, screw this, I wanted to involve Big Dog Wrestling.
So, that leads us into the next part, doesn't it, Tyler?
Yes, it does.
Yes. We are planning an invasion scenario on TCB Sportscast. That is for Bulletproof World Order Wrestling. What it's going to break down to is we're going to be, well, we've already started bringing in big dog wrestlers into Bulletproof Wrestling, haven't we?
That's right. Yes, we have.
And so what it's going to be is Big Dog Wrestling versus Bulletproof.
That's right.
And there's no factions involved in this war.
Nope.
And there's no animosity. There's no, you know, we're a better show, that's why we're going to try and take you over. There's none of that. This is all about having fun.
Yep.
And you guys can look at it and say, oh, it's kind of like the WCW invasion. No. That was garbage.
That was a garbage invasion. This is way different than WCW, ECW. Way different.
This is going to be intense, in your face. We're going to get the wrestlers involved that are coming from Big Dog Wrestling. We're going to make sure that we have fun with it and enjoy ourselves. That's what it's all about. And if you can't enjoy yourself, then get the fuck out of here. Because this is Big Dog Wrestling and Bulletproof and Midwest Wrestling. So fuck yourselves if you want to take it seriously. This is what Overdrive is. We go from mellow to over the top in a heartbeat.
That's right. We don't fuck around, people. We are intense. If you want to be part of this intensity, then there you go. But if you want to be pussies, we're not having pussies. Not gonna happen.
No. The bitching, the whining, the complaining, all over and done with. So, You want to be with the big boys and the big girls, strap one on, pull up your big boy and big girl pants, and get ready for a ride, because I guarantee you, me and Tyler are going to make it a roller coaster ride for this invasion.
That's right.
We're going to have
one hell of a ride.
We're going to be working on storylines together along with the people coming from Big Dog Wrestling. We want to make sure that everyone's involved. We want to make sure every character is displayed properly, not just from Big Dog Wrestling standpoint, but also from Bulletproof World Order Wrestling.
That's right.
Hey.
And I've already got titles created for this invasion. Invasion heavyweight title. There's going to be a women's title. There's going to be a tag title. So there's going to be 3 big titles for this invasion.
Now, there isn't going to be any kind of punishment for the losing team. No, we're not going to work that. But I think what we could do is say at the end of every week, the show with the most wins has to put, say, Big Dog Wrestling loses the first week.
Mm-hmm.
So on my show, I have to say, this is Big Dog Wrestling. We are the bitch of Bulletproof World Order Wrestling. How's that?
That's fine. And Mark will be calling in here shortly. He's calling in now.
Awesome. Now, if Bulletproof happens to lose the first week, then they will have to do the same thing. This is Bulletproof World Order Wrestling. We are the bitches of Big Dog Wrestling. That is what it's going to break down to. It is more about bragging rights than anything else. And we've got Mark coming in from Bomb Pop Overdrive. How's it going, Mark?
How's it going, folks? How's it going, Pete? How's it going, Tyler? Good to be with you guys.
It is
good, Mark.
Great to have you, bro.
Absolutely awesome. Stoked to be here. Apologies for being a little late, but I am here nonetheless.
Oh, don't worry about it, bro, man. It happens. You know, life gets in the way of a lot of things.
Absolutely.
So, me and Tyler have kind of broken down what Big Dog Wrestling's all about, what Bulletproof World Order Wrestling's all about. How about you finally let the viewers in on what Midwest Pro Wrestling is all about?
Cheers, dudes. Midwest Pro Wrestling is a throwback to the old territory days of pro wrestling and features. What I intend to do with it is produce seasonal production. So you'll have one season made up of 12 to 13 episodes, followed by a pay-per-view, and then that wraps up season 1. Season 1 actually starts this Monday. Roughly between an hour to an hour and a half as far as the show goes. And then, you know, I don't know if you guys had mentioned yet, but the two of you are going to be featured commentators for the product.
Yes, we have. We did mention that.
Excellent.
Can we get you on video there, Mark? Or is it not possible today?
No, I probably in a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, the starting roster is made up of 18 individuals, and you know, we'll progress as the seasons continue, and some wrestlers will drop, some wrestlers will be added, and right now, as it stands, Midwest Pro Wrestling has 2 titles: a world title and a women's championship title. Tyler being, of course, the first ever MPW World Champion.
That's right, the Phenomenal Beast, the first ever champion.
It was a fantastic event. If anybody's interested, you can go to my channel and check out a lot of the Season 0 stuff. Season 0 is basically all the pilot stuff, all the stuff that was done to kind of establish the Federation. So it's really awesome the way the whole presentation came about. There's, you know, the big plus with what I'm doing is it's all on the PC, so it's incredibly modded. There's a lot of custom music. and the whole throwback idea. Graphically, it's all, there's a lot of just 80s vibe in there. So I'm really excited to get this started.
That's what really got me involved into your show, is that it's the throwback kind of feel that it's got. It's got that 80s vibe, and it's got that territory vibe to it as well. And I kind of dig that you went that way, because it's completely different from what me and Tyler are doing. Each one of our shows is done completely different than the other, and it makes it more unique and makes it more interesting to watch that way.
Yeah. I do want to respond to somebody in the chat who said to the season idea. I'm glad you enjoy the concept. However, it's not intended to be in what you might think seasonal production is. The only thing we're doing with the seasons is establishing like periods in time as far as storylines go. That way we can move forward with each kind of like package season. And it also allows us to focus on anybody who becomes popular, as opposed to people who are no longer kind of needed. That way we can bring new people aboard. So it's not in the traditional sense of what you might think a season works like. It's mainly there to enhance the storyline aspect of the Federation.
Now, how long are your seasons?
I'm planning on 12 to 13 episodes a season, followed by a pay-per-view. So you're looking at, roughly 12 to 13 shows. And there's going to be constant title defenses on the programs. So it's not like, the shit you would see today where it's, it's only defended at the pay-per-view. Like, no, this stuff is defended quite often.
Yeah.
And it's just followed up by a big event. Like that's the culmination of the entire package season.
Now, I want to bring up something, because I know the question is going to be asked in the chat. It's probably been asked on Wrestler Unstoppable. Yes, there was supposed to be a show for Big Dog Wrestling today at 2 p.m. I, unfortunately, got really busy, as well as after the busy part, got really tired, and I passed out. So that's me being completely honest with you. So after this show today, I will be going straight into what was supposed to be Asylum. Now, there's some pretty big matches on the card, so I want to make sure you guys tune into that. You, like always, find me on Pillar to Post, man. It is the place to be. Same with Tyler Black. He's throwing a show tonight, I believe, at 9. So there's going to be some overlapping, which I do apologize to Tyler for that. It bothers me when we overlap our shows, because then I miss out what he's doing, and I got to go back and watch the replays, and sometimes I don't always have the time. So, like I said, Tyler, I do apologize for the overlap today, but I'll try and keep it.
Oh, you're fine, B.
I'll keep it in check.
Fantastic.
Now, Bomb Pop Overdrive. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, please do. Like I said, it's the only place you're going to find where me and Tyler Black are doing commentary together. Mark will be the commissioner and be doing some voiceovers and stuff like that for us as well when there's something important that needs to be brought up. And keep us in check, probably, because me and Tyler will probably get a little bit overboard, I believe. All those cunts and sluts, those bloody tampons. Those bloody tampons and the used condoms, just, we don't want to leave Mark's arena a mess.
Hey, in all honesty, I don't mind a couple of bloody tampons here and there. That's totally fine, bro.
You just don't want to be the one picking them up.
That.
There you go. Now, we are going to bring in some guests tonight, bring in some people that want to do a promo as well as interviews, and I know there's going to be one for sure, Mordred Nightwalker, that's going to be running a bit late, because I believe he said work and everything was just kind of blistering his ass, but that's besides the point. He'll be here eventually. We've got Doug Bishop, known as the Iceman Doug Bishop, and Demented, who recently joined Bulletproof Pro Wrestling.
Nice.
So, going to be a lot going on. Now, I'm going to let Tyler kick off the review for his show. Yeah, it would be a review. What's gone on Bulletproof World Order Wrestling. I better get that right from now on. So
right.
you take it away there,
right.
Tyler, and we'll move on from there.
Yes, before we get to that, IFL Zone said I gave Pete mouth to mouth and we're here.
Oh, damn. That guy's got it hard for me, man.
Well, on tonight's show, Rapid Fire Pro Wrestling. Tonight we got a packed card. Tonight we're going to finish up the Bulletproof Tag Team Tournament, which the two matches is King Nightmare versus the Pink and Black Heart Attack, Pete and Ronan. So that's one semifinal match. Then we got Bulletproof Scuzz and David Wells versus Mass Destruction of Josh Pinner, my older brother, and my dad, Tim Black. So those are your two semifinal matches. We got the former Rapid Fire Undisputed Champion, Matt Moore, will be facing Skull Cycle Man. Michael Roberts, part of Brotherhood, versus Rainbow Skulls. That's going to be a good match. And we got a triple threat Hell in a Cell match featuring Crusher Bagwell, Demented, and the Roman Reigns lover, Trevor Webster. The Roman Reigns lover. Then we got Susie the Elf versus Megan Starr, the cunt, the slut of Bulletproof World Order Wrestling. Then we got Dave Wall defending the hardcore title versus Braun Strowman's lookalike son, Craven.
The beard is looking sexy there, Mark.
Thank you very much, brother.
Curtis Shaw will be taking on Sin tonight.
Oh.
And our main event for the free-for-all heavyweight title, which is the King, Bully Dominator Dylan, the champion, versus our dad, the number one contender, Tim Black. That's going to be a hellacious main event.
Sounds like it's going to be off the hook, brother. Now,
oh yeah,
everyone knows that the Nightmare, known as Sin, was retired from Big Dog Wrestling. So he's moved over to Bulletproof World Order Wrestling now. So that's the only place you're going to see the Nightmare known as Sin. That's going to be interesting to see tonight. What else is going on with Bulletproof World Order Wrestling? Any plans for the future? Like, clue us in, brother.
Well, in the future, tomorrow night, this also going to be a good show. Tomorrow night, we got the brothers going at it. Deadman Dave versus Punisher Dan. Punisher Dan blames Deadman Dave for them losing to Bulletproof in the tournament.
Yeah, but see, Bulletproof winning was like a no-brainer. So they're gonna fight over why they lost. They knew they were gonna lose.
Yeah, they're fighting over because their name was Bullet Warfare. No wait, yeah, Bullet Warfare. Yeah, that was their name. So they're fighting because Punisher Dan gets pissed off because his older brother cost them the match.
Sad thing going on. What are we going to be expecting from Midwest Pro Wrestling? You're going on season 1 now?
Yeah. As mentioned, season 1 starts this Monday, 2 o'clock Pacific, considering I'm in Los Angeles. So for most people on the East, that's going to be 5 o'clock. We are carrying over a couple of feuds from the tournaments that took place just last month. We've got Tyler Black feuding with Hank Rivera. We've got Hammerheart feuding with David Wells. And I forgot to mention this too. There are a few people from Bulletproof Wrestling in Midwest Pro Wrestling. So you've got Scuzz, you've got David Wells, you've got Tyler Black, as well as Alexa Weiss, who is a member of Bulletproof, but kind of exclusive to MPW for the moment. And very soon, I'm hoping that she gets to make a debut on either of your guys' shows.
Oh, I would love that.
She's just really, really awesome. She lost a triple threat for the first ever women's championship. However, just recently beat her on an event that you guys commentated over. So she's going to be getting a rematch for that title. So Hank Rivera's coming after Tyler Black, though, for that title. So we'll see how that kind of pans out. A lot of stuff in store for season 1. A lot of really good stuff, and it's all coming off the heels of season 0. A lot of the stuff that was done to kind of establish the promotion.
Now, excuse me. For season 1, you've also got new people joining the show as well. Not all the season or the season 0, I guess you call it. Members are going to be there. There's going to be new people coming in as well.
No, everyone that was a part of season 0 is going to be part of season 1.
Okay.
And the one unique aspect of this is that every single character on that roster was completely created from scratch.
Yeah.
So each one of those is like a unique entity that I kind of took my time with creating on every single one of them. And a few of them are some pretty cheesy 80s gimmicks. You're going to find a lot of hair metal, a lot of 80s metal type stuff on that show. So you can expect mullets and mohawks and stuff like that. But yeah, very interested to see what comes up. However, with season 2, I plan on kind of dropping a few people that don't do too well over the course of season 1 and add new characters. I'd love to see Pete Wall in MPW. That would be incredible.
Pete Wall's coming. You know he is. He's all geared up.
Yeah, that would be great.
Now, what you had this big tournament. What was that for again?
We had one tournament and one kind of like a series of matches that ended up in a triple threat, and that was Battle in the City of Angels, which was the women's championship series. That was three one-on-one matches that culminated in a triple threat to establish the first ever women's champion. However, the one that Tyler took was a full-on 8-man tournament, and that was the Battle of Los Angeles. So that was a really good one. Tyler and David Wells both hit the finals of that and had one really, really good match. Very good.
Obviously, Tyler came out on top.
Yeah.
Now, I guess I should move on to what we're doing here in Big Dog Wrestling. I've got a couple of shows to go over quickly, and I'm not going to go over the entire card because that'd just be a little bit too much. But we start off with Friday Fight Night. Actually, no, it was not Friday Fight Night. It was Monday Night Mayhem. This was from September 4th of this year. We start off with Stable Wars, Death Row Crew going up against the Bloodyard Crew. Now, both teams, both of these stables, factions, whatever you want to call them, they are pretty massive. And these are 6-man tag elimination. So it's done kind of like the old school Survivor Series type elimination, but it's only 6-man tag. We had Blood Grinder, Adam Bordello, and Strangleheart representing the Death Row Crew, and they went up against the Bloodyard Crew. Super Nacho, Crusher Bagwell, the Werewolf, known as Silver Bullet, and a very intense match to start the show off. But a clean sweep by the Bloodyard Crew took that stable victory to their team. That was a good match to see. And then we watched Kindred take on the Brotherhood. Now, Kindred representing them were Griffith Davian, Lord Amadeus, Terrell, Truth Johnson, taking on Brotherhood's Mordecai, War Dog, and the newcomer, Michael Roberts. Once again, clean sweep. Brotherhood took the win home. Beautiful match. Actually, I kind of got that messed up. Kindred was leading the charge until War Dog was the last man standing on the Brotherhood team. War Dog came back to defeat not just one member of Kindred, but 2 to win the match. Same thing happened in the match above, so I did mess that up. Silver Bullet took the win home for Bloodyard Crew. Now we had a Canadian Championship triple threat match. It was Tyler Black taking on Ronin and Buckshot. Tyler Black was the reigning Canadian champion at the time. He took that title away from Ronan at our last pay-per-view. And Buckshot here with the upset. Took out Ronan and Tyler Black. Buckshot became your new Canadian heavyweight champion. We move then into the tag team match. It was Gator Dean teaming up first time ever with Matt Andrews. They took on Bulletproof's very own Scuzz. And you're looking at his manager right on the screen there. That is Mark. And his tag team partner, David Wells. Intense match, but Bulletproof's power and skill took out the competition. We had a number one contender submission match for the women's title. Cassie Black going up against the Cougar, Silver. Silver dominated Cassie Black. Was a phenomenal match. Cassie put up a strong fight. Could not compete against Silver this night. And then we moved into our Friday Fight Night Women's Championship rematch from the pay-per-view. Speranza being upset at the pay-per-view by Cuff and Spank Me. And Cuff and Spank Me, the champion for the moment. But Speranza dominated this match. Was impressive. Took the title home back to the Killer Dolls. And we went into an elimination tag team match. Platinum Justice. That is Judgment and Johnny Platinum taking on the Death Dealers, your YouTube heavyweight tag team champions, Devilish and Mil Muertes. But the champions proved that their power was a lot more intense than what Platinum Justice was bringing. And finally for that show, actually no, we had one more. Canadian number one contender 6-man battle royal. Big upset here. You guys probably watched it, but probably still in disbelief. Bdw-Bppw-Mwpw turning his losing record finally into a win, winning this over-the-top battle royal to become the number one contender for the Canadian Championship. In our main event that night, it was a number one contenders match for the women's title. Regina Aguila being brought down to the ring by Devilish, her husband, versus the queen of big dog wrestling, the enchanted one, Raven, who brought Holly Cyanide down. Big upset here, a lot of people believe, but I don't think so. I've known Raven for quite some time. Took the win home and is your number one contender. Great match, great show, a lot of high praise for it. Gotta love it when it comes down to that. Now, we are going to move into our second show, and it was The Pit. Now, I should remind you guys, Monday Night Mayhem is only represented by the wrestlers in Friday Fight Night. The Pit, sponsored by Warfare, and then Suicide Sunday is brought to you, or brings you Asylum, which will be tonight. Now, this is from the 5th of September, and it started off with a tournament. We have no United States champion at the moment. Mordrin was stripped from the title after a long battle, and the referee called the match, ended it, and as the boss of Big Dog Wrestling, I stripped him of the title. He's been sent to Suicide Sunday. So we're holding a massive tournament to crown our next United States champion. And it started off with Vayu, the Thunder God, Texas Menace, War Dog, Stallion, Stormtrooper of Death, Hollywood Rick Brutal, Sergeant Striker, and the one and only biggest dog in the yard, Mordecai. But, big surprise, War Dog takes the first round of this tournament. He moves on to the second round, and he will be going up next week, or I mean at the next pay-per-view, in a triple threat match. But Warfare on the 9th this week, we will have our round 2. That will be Mr. Dark Frozen Rage taking on Marcus Marshall. John the Revelator, the baddest sumbitch you're going to ever run into, taking on fellow Kindred member Lord Amadeus. Doug Bishop taking on his tag team partner, Dwayne D. Bathtub. And finally, Fred Starr taking on Gav. Now, just because we had 2 fellow wrestlers left off the tournament, because there's only a bracket for 8 men, Crusher Bagwell will face the Blood Grinder. Those winners, the winner from round 2 tournament, will move on to the pay-per-view to face War Dog, and the winner between Crusher Bagwell and the Blood Grinder will move on to the pay-per-view as well for that triple threat match. We moved into the Big Dog Wrestling Women's Tag Team title match. Vicious Vixens taking on Devil Dolls. That is Queen Biatch and Pandora's Box taking on Vicious Vixens, Wrestling Mama, and Bubs. Surprisingly, Devil Dolls kept their titles. Everyone was a little bit shocked, but you got to give credit to the Devil Dolls. Now, Cassie, Madame Red versus Holly Cyanide and Goddess of Fancy in a triple threat match. Shockingly, the debut of Goddess of Fancy takes the win here. Miss Jiggles reigns over Are You Ready? And the debut of Shifty and Feck, the win goes out to Big King Feck. So that is what went down this week in Big Dog Wrestling. As you've seen, some titles were changed. A lot of action always on the show. We run usually, 2.5, 3 hours. So a lot has gone down. We're going to move into interviews soon, but I want to talk to these guys about something. Now, I know why I started doing this. I want to also get myself into commentating for the indies here in Canada. And I'm sick to death of the product that is WWE. I haven't even been watching it lately, and when I do, it's not very much, and I just kind of break away. I actually missed NXT, and I love NXT. What got you guys started into doing the live streams of WWE 2K17 and your version of wrestling?
You want to go ahead and start, Tyler?
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
No, you go ahead, boss.
What got you started,
me?
Tyler?
Okay. Why I started this, because, yeah, I'm with the rest of you. I'm sick and tired of what WWE keeps giving us week after week. Garbage. So that just gave me a thought that, yeah, I could do a way better job producing better matches, better storylines, better creative with my thinking and my brains, and that's why we formed Bulletproof World Order Wrestling, because I thought I could be a better person, better than what Vince McMahon keeps giving us, garbage. So I believe that me and Cass are one of the 2 best promoters in the business right now.
Straight out of the mouth of the beast. Now, purse some lips, Mark.
You know, it was a little different for me. I didn't really have this idea of like getting into something like this. You know, in all honesty, I was just a really big I was just a really big fan of Tyler, and then turned into a really good friend of his, and then found your work and was like, oh my God, just blown away at like how amazing it was. And me, you know, I'm a really big fan of the old school territories, like just all the kind of stuff that I grew up like really digging.
Yeah.
You know, being a big fan of stuff like, you know, AWA, WCCW,
all the greats.
Yeah, NWA, IWA. You know, I still catch a lot of IWA Mid-South. Just really, really dig a lot of that stuff. And I just thought, you know, on a whim, I just thought, you know, maybe it would be kind of fun to do this. And I had a blast with it. And I wasn't necessarily live streaming it. My original intention was, it was kind of like do it for fun and just have it pre-recorded. But then out of the blue, I just thought, you know what, I'm going to live stream it once that went over really well. It was a really fun experience. It was a really good time. And I just thought, you know what? Okay, I'm going to make this a thing now. And I switched from the idea of doing a pre-recorded thing to let's do it live.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just wanted to implement a lot of what I really, really adored back in the day as a kid into that. And me being, I was that one kid in elementary school who'd like had the Twisted Sister lunch pail and like Motley Crue and Wasp and all that stuff on my jacket. And I just thought, let's mix a lot of that stuff together.
Yeah.
And thus came MPW, dude. And I try to give it a very old school name, and I also try to give it a very old school look. So you will totally find that when you look at our stuff, from everything from the logo to the music to the look of the wrestlers, to the presentation.
Yeah,
so
it is. I dig that about your show the most, that it's got that old territory vibe to it, and it is so unique. And now that you're allowing me and Tyler to do some commentary on there, it isn't just watching the show now. It's having some commentary there in the background as well, instead of hearing Michael Cole and the WWE guys. That is the most horrid sounding commentary in the game, and I'm shocked they haven't changed that over the years.
Yeah,
make it,
same here.
Make it more realistic and stuff. It's terrible.
I'm incredibly picky about what kind of commentary I like to indulge in with pro wrestling. So my whole thing is, I can't stand Cole, I can't stand JBL, I can't stand what's his name, Byron Saxton. He's the one I loathe the most. I can't stand who's that other dude? The dude that was talking about face fucking somebody.
Oh, Tom
Phillips.
Yes, Tom Phillips.
Yeah. He's another one I can't stand. Now, guys like Mauro Ranallo, we need more of that.
Oh yes, and a reincarnation of Jim Ross.
Yeah.
And I've always liked, and a lot of people kind of refer to me as that too. Like they'll say like I'm Jesse the Body Ventura wrapped up in Gorilla Monsoon and Gordon Soley all in one. And I don't know if it's because I kind of dig that vibe that Jesse the Body brought to the commentary table. He was always that brash, outspoken, lewd personality. It was like over the top all the time with him, and he was always just in your face. And I've always dug that about the Body. Even as governor, like he didn't take shit from anybody. He got in their faces, and that's what I loved about the guy. And that's, I think, why I kind of go the route I do when I do my commentary. I turn my voice into that gravelly, deep, guttural tone and just have fun with it. Now, at the beginning, though, it wrecked the shit out of my voice. My vocal cords were shot for a fucking week straight. But I can go 7 hours now, almost 8 hours, and I wake up the next morning, my throat's fine. It's unbelievable how it works, but I guess the vocal cords are getting trained to work a certain way now.
Yeah.
But I should bring up that we at Pillar to Post just had our 500 subscriber draw, and the winner of that was Canadian Forcer. I want to thank Canadian Forcer for being a subscriber, as well as getting me his mailing address and everything to me as fast as he did. He chose a t-shirt, and he's going to get a very new design of a t-shirt from Big Dog Wrestling. It is going to be the new Big Dog Wrestling World Heavyweight title on the shirt, but it's going to look like it's at the bottom, like he's wearing it. So that's the new design. So going to be completely different than what Tyler Black won. Tyler, if you stand up quickly, you can show the people the first and original t-shirt.
Yep, let me stand up. Right here, the first original.
There we go.
Big Dog Wrestling t-shirt.
And as you guys know, all the t-shirts are high quality, as well as it's all vinyl. Now, you will be able to go to my TeePublic store after I've got that set up and purchase your own. When a t-shirt goes first live, I think you guys told me it is $14 for what, 24 hours?
3 days.
Oh, 3
it
days.
goes live $14 for 3 days.
So you guys get a big discount for 3 days after a t-shirt goes live. And you can also visit Tyler Black's TeePublic store as well. We're going to get that information put in the description below after the show. I didn't have time to do it all before. So we're going to make sure that's in there afterwards so you guys can visit.
I can say what it is. It is www.teepublic.com/user/Hit Squad Radio.
There you go.
That's where you can get all Hit Squad Radio merchandise.
Damn, I can't even pull off that kind of memory shit.
And get the latest shirt on there, which I said, he's dead. Buy that t-shirt and buy the new Suckeria t-shirt. Like I say, Jinder Mahal, the modern day Suckeria.
For those who don't know, that's also part of like the relationship I have with Tyler. Is I was such a big fan of his and like just saw the amount of passion he put into everything he did that I kind of stepped out of my little bubble. I'm a graphic designer by hobby, I guess. You know, it used to be work. I don't do that anymore, but I just thought, you know what, I offer my abilities to Tyler, and yeah, so a lot of the stuff that you find, like the logos and all that stuff, that's all me, and that's all out of just, you know, like trying to help out Tyler.
Yeah,
and I do it happily, bro.
Well, that's, I think, how me and you, Mark, met at the beginning as well. Is it was on Tyler Black's channel. We started helping him out because he was getting bombarded by trolls. Our very first night as mods, we banned 60 trolls from his channel. Now, a troll can have up to 100 accounts, if not more. So 60 could have been one person or could have been like 20. Ridiculously done, and so we help out Tyler as much as we can there, and that's why I hate it when our shows overlap, is when I can't be there to help him out. But we've always got Mark there and Cowboy John. Cowboy John helps out on both of mine and Tyler's channel. A lot of support there from John and everything. I should give a shout out to all my mods because they do a lot of work. They bust their ass off. Wrestling Mama, Devilish, Cowboy John. Mark just became a mod on my channel today. Tyler Black makes sure that the beast is unleashed when people cross the line.
That's right. The phenomenal beast is unleashed.
Yes. Now, I don't know how this is going to work. Can I add people into our call so I can bring them on for an interview, or...
Yeah.
How does that work?
You should easily be able to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be able to add them. Just add them to the call.
Okay.
So little plus symbol right there, you see?
I should actually put on my glasses for this so I don't fuck shit up.
Oh, I believe Elfie just asked me to say something in chat, so or over the stream. Let me go ahead and say that. And this is coming from Scuzz, okay? It's not necessarily coming from me. I'm sexy.
There we go. Susie the Elf has a hankering for some Scuzz. Or Mark. Or Mark.
I'm sexy.
Okay, so I'm going to see what the hell. Gotta exit this shit.
Okay.
I gotta see how to do this. I don't have people's names per se, so I'm gonna probably fuck shit up.
I'll just go to add people to this call. That's all you gotta do.
There we go. We got people on the list now. Now I just have to remember names because everyone changes them so often. We got Doug Bishop here. I believe this is Doug Bishop. We're gonna add him to the call. See if he's able to jump on.
Okay. Bring him on.
Now,
welcome,
Doug Bishop.
Doug Bishop.
Doug Bishop also runs his own channel here on YouTube.com called IFL, Internet Football League. He's been doing a lot of work with that, so I'm going to always give him a shout out when I can. You on, Doug Bishop?
What it is, what it do. Can you hear me?
Oh, we can hear you just fine. And welcome to Overdrive.
How we doing, gentlemen?
How's it going, Doug?
Welcome, Doug Bishop. How are you doing, Doug?
I'm doing much better than you because I look so pretty, unlike yourself. Look at that face like this motherfucker.
Now, Doug, you have a little chip on your shoulder as of late, and you came on to Overdrive. You wanted a little interview time, a little promo time, and I'm happy to do that for you because you always give Big Dog Wrestling a shout out on your channel, as well as I try and do that as often as possible with your channel.
And I do appreciate that.
So I want to make sure you get the time that you deserve. Now, your career in Big Dog Wrestling has its highs, has its lows. You've been tag team champions of Warfare. Were a pretty phenomenal hit there for a bit. You guys were undefeated for quite a few weeks. All of a sudden,
back still hurts.
Wham! Apex comes around and whoops your ass. And it's kind of seemed like it's devastated your crew between you and Dwayne D. Bathtub. So,
And my back still hurts from carrying him.
I'm going to open the floor for you because I know you got something you want to get off your chest. So, here is your 15 minutes of fame.
Well, as I mentioned a couple times during the live podcast, I've gone as far as to offer up 1 million coins in a match. Winner take all. I don't care about the coins out of character. They don't mean nothing to me. It's all for fun. But to getting more involved in this big dog wrestling thing, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm looking to create some guys together for a stable, have some ideas for that to help get the brand, if you will, moving a little further. There's other couple groups going along that need to be taken down, if you will, given the storyline, and I have some plans. So if guys are interested in that, hit me up. But long story short, win or lose, it don't matter, because once I come out of that ring, you know you had your hands full, and chances are I'll end up kicking everyone's ass, but that's, you know, irrelevant at this point. So, Tyler Black, I see you smiling over there. You know, it's okay. If he wants to put the Iceman in the ring with Tyler Whack, we can do that.
What do you got to say about that, Tyler?
Worst nightmare, boy. That's your worst nightmare when you want to get in the wing with a phenomenal beast, a Hall of Famer.
I weigh 1,000 pounds. That's including my ego, and I'm straight out of your mama's bedroom. So
I don't weigh no 1,000 pounds, boy.
That's why I said I weigh the 1,000 pounds. That's including my ego.
Now, you stated something there at the beginning where some of the viewers might not clue into. You're talking about coins. You put up a certain amount of coins for a fight. The winner gets those coins. Now, what that involves is using Wrestler Unstoppable within Big Dog Wrestling. So basically, someone accepts the challenge of Doug, the Iceman Bishop, and if he loses, he will give you, what was it, 1,000, 1 million Wrestler
whatever it takes.
Yes, Wrestler Unstoppable coins. So basically, that is geared towards the Wrestler Unstoppable characters in Big Dog Wrestling. Now, you ran your mouth a little bit, and you really haven't been backing it up all too much as of late. What makes you think that you're going to be ready to take on a former Canadian heavyweight champion such as Tyler Black, or say anyone else in the upper echelon of Big Dog Wrestling?
The powers that be have been holding me back. That's what's going on.
The powers that be. You know, the
right.
only power.
My time. The
only power that is yours truly.
That's right. I blame you.
Now,
you know.
So to have a little bit of fun with this, because you've never connected with a guy like Mark that runs Bomb Pop, you haven't really confronted a guy like Tyler Black. I'm going to open up the floor for them because Mark's manages Scuzz. Now Scuzz is a pretty phenomenal wrestler. He's been in everybody's face, whooping ass, forgetting their names, and using bloody tampons to soak up their fucking blood.
And tears.
And tears. What do you got to say about this youngster coming at the big boys?
Who is he again?
Doug Bishop.
The Iceman
Doug Bishop.
Who?
If you don't know, you don't matter.
If I don't know, it's because you're irrelevant, brother.
Unlikely.
So, Doug, what we got you on the channel. I'm going to give you the time. Now, if you got anything more to say, Big Dog Wrestling related, I want to give you the floor for that because that's what this show is all about. But I want to get into your IFL later on as well. So, if you got anything further, what are your aspirations in Big Dog Wrestling? Where's your goals heading?
If we want to talk out of character, I'm just here to have fun because everybody's a blast. I love how we can talk shit and have a good time with it. No one takes nothing serious. But in gimmick, in character, I want to see my character on the screen every week. Like I said, win or lose, people are going to start taking notice because it's just a matter of time. I mean, people look at me and think that I'm a man that should not be taken seriously. Maybe I'm just some drunk. They think that I'm just some whacked out freak that likes to play dress up. But over the last few weeks, everyone's going to learn, those assumptions aren't what they want. So once I start getting a little bit more matches, get over this back injury from carrying bathtub all those weeks, you'll start learning real quick just exactly who the Iceman is.
Well, we are going to have you in more singles matches from now on. You no longer are a tag team partner of Dwayne D. Bathtub. So that is why this coming Warfare, you and Dwayne will be facing each other in that U.S. title tournament.
Yeah, I like it.
It'll be interesting to see which one of the former tag team partners of DB Express will take that victory home. But now I want to move over to IFL because this is a place where I want to help promote other channels that are involved in Big Dog Wrestling, and IFL is an affiliate of Big Dog Wrestling. So I want to give you the open floor. Let the people know what Internet Football League is all about, please.
Oh, the Internet Football League, we use a nice old school video game, which is all Pro Football 2K8, if you can believe that, which to me is the best realistic football game to ever hit the market. A lot of people are big on the Madden game, but quite frankly, Madden's got the graphics. Madden's got all the extra career modes and fantasies and dynasties and whatever, and that makes them phenomenal in that aspect. But the actual game itself, the ability to block, getting downfield, getting to secondary blocks, Madden just doesn't have that. So players can join the league at any moment. If they're interested, they get to create a player. We currently have 8 teams. We're expanding to 16 teams. Our championship game is actually Saturday, and I'll be on the call doing commentary for the first time all season. And then we're going to have an expansion draft and all these other things, and it's just awesome. And unlike some other video games where you take the controller in your hand, you're smashing the buttons, we are also an AI versus AI type thing. So, and All Pro Football allows you to send in a complete playbook. You can select your playbook play by play, set it up precisely the way you want. If you're into defense, you can do a 4-3, a 3-4, the bear, the 6 nickels. You got dime 3-2s, and you watch these games and you see what your opponents do, and then your goal is to set up your playbook to stop them. And also, unlike Madden, where players have like an overall, it's even like that's in the WWE game, you have an overall level. Your level could be a 98, 87. All Pro Football does not do that. You actually have abilities that are put on your player. So if you watch NFL football or even Canadian football, whatever it is, you don't say, hey, that running back, he's got 97 speed. You don't say shit like that. You're like, he's got great breakaway burst once he gets into space. And breakaway burst is actually an ability you could put on a player in the game. And it's phenomenal. We have almost 100 players in our league right now. And like I said, that's why we have to expand to 16 teams because 8's just not enough. And you get 14 star players per team, and those are the guys who get abilities, get the attributes and everything to make their players better, and then the rest are just basic generic players that have like an overall 60 to 65 level. So that's your team weaknesses, and again, you got to set your playbooks up to counter that. And we've only been at this since March, and we've got like 6,000 views on our website and things like that. And this account that I use on YouTube, the IFL Zone, is actually our backup account. I don't use the main account, which I should start using that one, so you guys can subscribe, because I'd love to get more of your subscribers involved. become more of a community because I have these goals of putting communities like this together under one umbrella, like simulation sports entertainment, something I'm trying to build. And that's something you and I can discuss. Maybe we get all you guys involved because I'd love to have all these promotions involved. From Bulletproof, Bomb Pop, the whole 9 yards, whatever, everything is involved. I'd love for everybody to come together as one.
Well,
I think I said enough.
I have checked your show out. It's not too bad. And I do like the fact that you want to start doing live commentary. That is a big help to the whole show. Any show that is done live, the wrestling events and stuff like that, it needs that live commentary bit because it adds just a little bit more of a pop to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not a big viewer of football, but I have tuned in a few times now on your show. I don't mind what you're doing. I think I'll be more interested once you start doing the live commentary. That'll add a little bit more uniqueness to it. But I'm going to have to cut you off because we got other callers that need to come in. So I'm going to let you hang up on us. So
Much appreciated the time.
Thank you very much. That was Doug, the Iceman Bishop, putting everyone on notice on Friday Fight Night. Or I should say Warfare. That he's coming for you. He's no longer carrying the dead weight of Dwayne D. Bathtub. He wants to put up a fight. Putting some coin on the line as well. What did you think of that being challenged by Doug Bishop there, Tyler?
He wants some, he better come get some. If he wants Bulletproof, he's going to deal with the big dog, which is me. If he wants me to come to Warfare, whip his ass in Hell in a Cell, I will be gladly to do it.
Tyler Black, always willing to put up a fight. Now we've brought in one viewer. I'm going to let you guys take the floor for a bit. Anything you guys want to discuss? Any pay-per-views coming up that you guys want to really bring in out in the open for people that need to be known or let known?
Well, September 20th through the 22nd will be the 3 days for the Big Dog Wrestling versus Bulletproof World Order Wrestling Invasion.
Now, me and Tyler will be working out the details for that off air because we don't want people to know what's going to be breaking down. Maybe we can do some live promos.
Nope.
I don't know how that'll work on your show. I know on our show we can do it. I just turn my microphone towards my monitor so that way the people can be heard. I don't know how we're going to do that for your show, though. Maybe have people write up scripts and let you read the scripts out for their promos.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Good idea.
I think that'd be the best way to go.
What is up, Glenn Harris? Welcome to Overdrive.
Now, I can't read the chat today because if I go to YouTube, it'll really mess up the stream. So I am relying on Tyler Black and Mark here to watch the stream. Any questions that you guys want answered, please let me know. Mark, any big things coming from Midwest?
No, other than season 1 just starting this Monday. And for those who came into the stream a little late, if you don't know, Midwest Pro Wrestling, the Monday show is going to be called Monday Night Showdown, and that is going to be commented over by both Pete Wall and Tyler Black. And I also want to point out, everyone in the chat needs to, once the stream is over, go directly to the Hit Squad Radio T public page and buy an Elf shirt.
Oh, yes, there you go. I actually dug it, the license plate with it. With she has a little backstory to that as well. Did she tell you the backstory?
She probably did, but I forgot.
The license plate was used on her very first vehicle. I believe she said it was a VW. So a Volkswagen brand. I don't know if it was the Bug or one of those flat nose vans. I don't know. But it was her first license plate. That's why she asked you to design it that way. So I thought that was pretty cool. Now, I got to bring up before I forget, and I better make sure I do this fucking correctly. Let's see if I'm going to mess this up. Oh, there it is. Now, this month, Highway to Hell. September 30th, 2017. Get ready for it, folks. You're on the route to 666. Forget utopia. The meek shall inherit nothing. This will be leading into our biggest pay-per-view of the year. That is October 31st. You got it. Halloween. Blood Bowl 1. Now, Highway to Hell. We're going to be building up that pay-per-view into or throughout the month. You don't know what's going to be going down yet. I do. So, hold on, strap one on, and get ready for one hellacious ride going down Route 666 as we head into Highway to Hell. That is my little spot there for Highway to Hell. Thank you very much, Mark, for helping me out with the graphics on that.
That's a beautiful layout. That's beautiful.
Little bit of two minds melding there for that that poster there. I love it. I had some ideas that were working out, and I couldn't figure out the rest. Mark took it to the next level, as always. And love that about the guy.
Cheers, dude.
Now, we got some more guests that want in, and I better make sure that they get it, because you don't want them crying.
Nope.
No, I'm just kidding. For the most part, I've got a pretty damn good crew.
Oh yeah, Pete, I want to announce on October 4th through the 6th will be another pay-per-view for us. It's going to be called Halloween. Halloween.
There we go. Now, I should have had those graphics ready for everyone, but why isn't it showing my entire list?
Does it say add people to this call?
Here.
Oh, go to all. All you gotta do is hit all. Oh no, hit show.
New Comics. New Comics, that is... that is Demented. Mr. Demented. He recently joined Bulletproof Pro Wrestling, so I sent the call out to him. Says he's online. Hopefully he's going to answer. I want to see what this guy's got on his mind today. He got put on the shelf by Tyler Black and his brothers. I loved every minute of it.
And last night, me and him had one hell of a Hell in a Cell match.
Hello?
One hell.
Oh, I can see Tyler.
Demented. How's it
I'm doing pretty good.
Now, you're on Overdrive. You get in your little spot here. You requested a spot. You wanted to confront Tyler Black and the Black family.
Yes, I did.
So here's your opportunity to get something off your chest. And I want to make sure you deliver, brother, because if you're going to be some pansy little shit,
you don't have to worry about that.
I'm going to be greatly disappointed.
I got nothing to hide. I got nothing to hide from Tyler, okay? Might be a little younger than you would have thought, but yeah. Hi, I'm Demented. Nice to meet you. Tyler, you took me out. You did. Black family all buffed up my head. I can relate to that. I don't have Leroy anymore. I don't. Leroy's gone. Out of sight, out of mind. But I got my buddies coming. I got Garen. Maybe Torment. And I will be coming for you. You're no longer Canadian champion, so I can't take that away from you. But I will use you as a stepping stone to get to the #1 spot in this company. Because you are the beast, but I'm the freak, okay? You need to realize that. You beat me last night, you did. But it took you 3 beast bombs and how many TKOs to put me down. And if I remember correctly, I kicked you dead in the mouth. I threw you up and kicked you straight in the mouth. I don't have a clean winning streak. No, I don't. I hardly won. But change is coming. You need to realize, when you evolve, you get better. You can get better and better and better, and that's what I did. I evolved. And I'm ready to prove to everybody here that I evolved as a person and as a wrestler. I'm not usually one for conflict. I usually mind my own business in the chat, but the moment your brothers injured me in a handicap match, which I didn't even know I was a part of. It made me remember something. I was made for a reason. Everybody's made for a reason. And my reason is to be the deliverer of justice. And that is my dog. Hello. Yeah. But
He's got more bite in him than you.
I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat to most people. I don't look like a threat. I have the baby face, which is why hey, quiet down, no one's here. I wear a hockey mask because I'm afraid people won't take me seriously if they see how horrible I look. But that doesn't matter to me anymore. I'm willing to have one more match with you at BDW, Tyler. No rules. No bulletproof. No MWO alphas. Just me and you once again. If you win, I'll leave you alone. But if I win, I don't really want to know. You don't want to know what I want when I win. I want to be dignified as a person. You can't push around anymore. And you don't know how much I respect every one of you here. Yeah. But the thing about that is, respect to me taken away, respect to me given, and I'm done giving respect. I'm done with everything. I'm ready to make my claim. Go ahead, I'm done. You can have your moment now.
What do you got to say to Demented there?
What do I have to say about Demented?
Wait, just hold on. Don't do it yet. Please, mute your monitor there, Demented. We're getting some feedback. Thank you very much, because I want to make sure Tyler Black is good and heard. Shoot! The Beast is unleashed.
Demented. Let's see what you are. In my eyes, why my brothers took you out? Because, one, my brother dominated Dylan. He's the king.
Didn't I almost beat him and his partner, though?
Heavyweight champion. And one, Josh Penner ain't no push-up.
That's two, buddy.
And two, I am a phenomenal beast. I'm a Hall of Famer.
I never denied that.
People want to come after me? I come to fights. And when I come to fight, you better watch out, because the beast is unleashed.
I like that. Because I don't want nobody to go easy on me, but here's the thing. You're the beast, but I'm the freak of nature. And when I go crazy, you can't really predict what I'm going to do. To you, to Mordecai, if I ever meet him in the ring, to Pete, if I ever meet him in the ring. My dog is barking again. What is wrong with you? But yeah, I'm ready. I see you warming up there too. Aw, he's worked up.
He's going after Scuzz now.
I'm not one to know and to win. No, I've only won one match. But change is coming, friends. It's time for me to finally step out of the shadow from the demented Hellraisers. I'm done with that. I'm beyond that. Leroy was good when he lasted, but I'm better off without him. Because last night, what I shown is that me and you had one of the best matches last night, Tyler. And I want to have that. I want to have that in BDW. I want everybody to know I'm not someone you mess with. I want everybody to say, hey, that's a guy who says what he has on his mind, and he'll carry through with it. God.
Well,
really,
here's how it's going to break down. I'm going to take on the commissioner role here because I think it's needed.
Okay.
If he wants me,
you
make
want Tyler
it for
Black.
Highway to Hell.
That's fine.
I do want Tyler Black.
That's all good and well. You get Tyler Black.
Thank you.
But it's going to
go down. Highway to Hell? You're going to get it at Highway to Hell.
Oh. You just signed up for your infinite torture.
It's going to go down at Highway to Hell. But what happens from here to there is anyone's guess. And when you take on one black member, you take on the whole mob.
Yeah. I know.
Not just dealing with the squad then.
I lived on bulletproof, son.
I lived it. I know. I lived it, Pete. They bashed my head in pretty good, if you remember.
Oh, I remember. It was beautiful.
But what I remember, Pete, is that I almost beat both of them by myself.
Well, let's see how you fare in a one-on-one competition. But you've got this. What is it? This Warfare. You will be taking on none other than Scuzz. Now, Scuzz usually isn't on Warfare, but I'm going to bring him over from Friday Fight Night. Have him face you.
No, Scuzz.
Actually, no. Demented is also on Friday Fight Night. So you know what? This Friday Fight Night, Scuzz, Demented.
Yes.
1-on-1. That'll go down this Friday. What do you think of that, Scuzz?
I believe shit just got real for you, kid.
Yeah. It's gonna be Mr. Sexy.
All I've been hearing this whole time is almost. Almost. I almost beat him.
Almost. Yes, you're right.
Almost isn't shit.
Well, didn't you get retired at one point, Scuzz?
No, that was Sin.
Sin. Oh, sorry. I can't
count the number of kegs I've fucking retired. I would happily add you to that list.
I'm not going anywhere for a while, buddy. I just got back. I don't plan on leaving again.
Well, hey, that's fine, man. You want to keep jobbing? Stick around, bro.
Yeah, I don't care about job. I just want to make a name for myself.
Your name,
Worst
you
attitude
think you're going to make a name, Demented? You're not going to make a name off of us, because we're just going to bury you to the ground. Us and Bulletproof. Remember, it's just too sweet!
Is that Bulletproof or Bullet Club? I couldn't really tell, buddy.
Bulletproof. That's our slogan.
Too sweet. I've heard that before.
You've heard it around the world
Because
from NWO
we are
to
better
Bullet Club.
than Bullet Club. We are better than NWO. We are better than Shield. And we are the best faction around. I better believe it.
I can agree with you. You're better than Shield because, let's be honest, the Shield set. The only reason people liked Roman Reigns was because he didn't talk and he stood between two talented wrestlers. But, hey, I might not make a name off of you. I might not make a name off of Scuzz. Might not make a name off of Pete. But there is a long road ahead of me.
I'm going to give in. Wrestling is all about the climb to supremacy. I'm not going to take that away from any man. But it is up to that man to prove themselves worthy of climbing up to the upper echelon of Big Dog Wrestling, as well as Bulletproof World Order Wrestling. So, strap one on there, Demented, because it's going to be a wild ride. You do get your shot.
Oh, yeah, Demented, since we're facing each other at Highway to Hell. Well, tonight, I'm putting in a bonus match. Oh, yeah, you're already in a match, right? But tomorrow night, I'm putting you in a bonus match.
Okay.
You're gonna face Cowboy John
tomorrow
night on Free For All Pro Wrestling.
Now, Demented, I've let you have your piece. I'm gonna ask you to end the call.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us here. It was a pleasure as always.
Yeah, I'll see you guys around.
Yeah. Oh, you definitely will. We're going to be running these shows each week in and out. So,
and I look forward to being a part of them.
Have a good night, and we will move on with our show after this one for Asylum. So stay tuned for that. Now, we've got Mordred Nightwalker on as well soon. Okay. I'm not sure who else all wanted to be on here. I feel like bringing in Susie the Elf because she's quite the character. I love talking to her, and if she's still in the stream there, Tyler.
Okay, I'm gonna leave now, guys.
All right, take it easy, Demented.
Who's that?
Is Susie the Elf, or Elfie as she is known on the chat? Is she there?
I don't have her on my list.
No, I mean in the chat right now.
Not now. The last message was from Speranza. Why drag John? Because John is a proud Bulletproof member. And when you call out the big dog of Bulletproof, you're calling out the whole faction.
She's not online, but Wrestling Mama is. I love having Wrestling Mama on. So how about we bring Wrestling Mama on? Because she is Big Dog Wrestling's undisputed women's champion, as well as the Warfare heavyweight champion for the women's division. So basically what that means is She is the best women's wrestler of Big Dog Wrestling currently. She's beat everyone that comes her way, and it doesn't look like she's available currently, so that's not going to happen. Mordred Nightwalker. Shit, I hate doing this because it's going to take out the screen there.
People saying there's a big lag right now, Pete.
There is a big lag. Yeah, it's because I'm doing other stuff on here. Yes, there we go.
Cowboy John said he is happy to fight for the family.
Okay, I got to get out of this part.
That's right, Cowboy John. That's right. Because we are a family, we are a faction, and we are too sweet.
You're the man, John.
Jesus, I'm screwing this up. Hey. There we go. Back to the way it was. Now I can...
So Douglas is saying Bulletproof can only fight as a group. How pathetic. Mark, you want to respond to this?
How irrelevant is a statement like that considering we are fucking beasts on our own? And that has been proved time and time and time and time again.
And who made Devilish tap out? That was the King Bully, who is now the U2 heavyweight champion and the undisputed heavyweight champion.
Well, the way I look at it,
Guys want to look for reasons to be butthurt as to why they can't get wins over guys like us. But hey, you know.
That's right.
The way I look at it, now, Devilish is the one that said that, right?
Yeah, Devilish said it.
Now, I know Devilish. I know him very well. And Devilish and his Hell faction, if you guys don't know much about Devilish, he is the devil himself. He reigns over hell. And he plans on bringing hell to Big Dog Wrestling. I like the reaction from you, Mark. Now, he runs a faction known as Hell. It consists of Mil Muertes, Queen Biatch, Cuff and Spank Me, Regina Aguila, if I pronounce that properly this time, and there's one other one, Pandora. And this crew doesn't do too much by themselves to begin with, so trying to throw that on to someone else, another faction, well, you know what? You're going to have to come up with a new one, Devilish. If you want a spot here on the show, please say so in the chat. I will bring you on. We can do this live, folks. Now, there's a long history between Bulletproof and Hit Squad Wrestling, or Hit Squad, I should say, and Hell. So, if he wants to go one-on-one with the guys from Bulletproof as well as Hit Squad, they are right here front and present. And I would love to see what goes down between you two guys. Or three guys, I should say. Now, Devilish was the former U2 champion that was taken away from him by your brother, the Bully Dominator, known as Dylan Black. And he went on also conquer the triple threat at the pay-per-view to become the undisputed world heavyweight champion, encompassing all of Big Dog Wrestling. So considered the top wrestler right now.
He said do it.
Do it.
Devilish said do it, Pete.
Okay. Let's see if this will bring in someone new this time.
Is it just me, or does Tyler have a lot of beef with a lot of people?
He's got a lot of beef.
You know, I don't mind kicking asses, being part of a little team with David, being the enforcers of the family, but I'm just noticing this shit.
No, because people, they want to call out the big dog, which is me. Because they know I'm a Hall of Famer. They know it.
Well, we've got Devilish on the line right now. How's it going, Devilish?
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you just fine, brother.
All right, no problems. I'm using the tablet here, so.
All right. Now,
Uh,
how does it feel to have one of
all
the
I
Black
hear
family?
is this crap that, bulletproof. He's up.
You're breaking up, brother.
Would you like to invest in a better mic, bro?
Head there again, Pete.
What was that?
Huh?
Go ahead there, Pete.
Okay. Now, how does it feel to have one of the Black family members take your YouTube title away from you?
Well, it's like I said before. Every dog has their day. It wasn't my day. He took the title. Plain and simple. The thing is now, the target now changes and goes onto his back, not mine.
Very true.
And he ain't dealing with the man that he faced the first time. Now he's going to feel the wrath of the actual devil, the beast himself. This ain't a beast that he knows of. This ain't a beast that he can think of. It ain't in his mind. But the same thing, when you hit those crossroads, you have a choice. You either make a deal with the devil or you run. Plain and simple. But I ain't going to let you run this time, boy. This time, it's coming straight down to hell, right into purgatory itself. So you better be ready, because your A game isn't good enough.
Scared, devilish. We're not scared.
It's just going to be brought to you, period. So get ready, because it's coming.
Now,
and we're ready.
Now, at the next pay-per-view, you do have the opportunity to regain your YouTube title, and that, if you do succeed, you will be in contender for that undisputed world title. Do you see that coming your way this time around, or is it going to be another defeat? I know you've been training. I know the devil has to train in order to compete with the people that are bringing the fight to him, such as Tyler Black, Dylan Black. You've got so many big superstars on Friday Fight Night. Ronan is another one that's gunning for that title as well. So there's a lot of people going after that title, but you get your shot, your rematch. Can you take it home?
You know what? All it is about changing an attitude and going forward. You guys figure that, oh, you get an easy win over me, you can talk a lot of shit. You know what? Put up or shut up. It's time now. I'm coming to take back what's mine and show you why I took it in the first place.
And if everyone...
Devilish, I walk the walk, I talk the talk week after week.
Who are you, Ric Flair, or are you Tyler Black? Stop quoting other people's words.
I am Tyler Black. I am a phenomenal beast, a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Fame or where? I don't see no Hall of Fame here. This is Big Dog Wrestling. There's no Hall of Fame yet. This is Indies.
Who cares? Who cares? You're messing with Bulletproof, the best faction around.
Bulletproof what? Bulletproof that needs to be a bunch of group buddies to jump on people because one person attacks you. Now I have to deal with...
You see week after week, Devilish, that we can handle ourselves in singles matches. We don't need to do stable wars to beat people up. We do it one-on-one, week after week.
Do you see anybody else with me here backing me up? No, I'm right here one-on-one, and I'm coming.
Well, it's going to be an interesting encounter for sure. Dylan Black, obviously, going to have to defend his title against Devilish coming up at the pay-per-view. But we've got this little conflict between Tyler Black and Devilish coming up. I like the sounds of this little feud because it's going to bring a lot of heat. Now, as you know, we're going to be a little bit more interactive these coming weeks. We're going to be doing live promos with you guys on Big Dog Wrestling, as well as that big invasion angle that's coming down at Bulletproof Wrestling. I'm going to be casting aside any kind of conflict I have with anybody from Big Dog Wrestling. I'm hoping the Big Dogs can go join together, leave their issues with Big Dog Wrestling alone, come together in one force. We're going to put a wedge right down the middle of Bulletproof Wrestling, and we're going to try and conquer the competition there. Now, I really don't want to have to say that I'm Bulletproof's bitch. And I know Tyler doesn't want to be the big dog's bitch. So
hang on. I want to respond to Doug Bishop here in the chat. He's telling that I'm a gimmick stealing, meal stealing fat man, huh? Well, Doug Bishop, boy, watch out, because I'm coming for you next. So watch out, Doug Bishop.
There we go. Now, Devilish, you run the crew Hell. You've got the Devil Dolls involved.
Yep.
You've got Mil Muertes. What are the goals for the collective of Hell? I know you want to spread the flames and the carnage that is Hell across Big Dog Wrestling, but there's got to be more to it.
Well, you see, I don't unleash all my plans, whether they're twisted or not. But as you see, Devil Dolls have already made their first move. Now they will go for their next target and continue from there. Most people put Pandora and Queen Biatch down because they think they're easy targets to win, even though they may lose many single matches. But as a collective team, you ain't going to beat them that easily. And if you do, they just come back stronger and stronger, because that's what we are. We're members of Hell. Hell doesn't just lay down for anybody. We may take the losses. Fine, we'll accept it, but we come back stronger the next time around. But we'll just leave it as that for now.
Well, we're gonna
There's
see
more
what
to
goes,
come.
We're going to see what goes down with Devil Dolls and Killer Dolls in the end, because that is an ongoing conflict going for a long time before Big Dog Wrestling. And I'm going to stand aside and let the women fight that one out, because stepping in between two women is not a good thing unless it's in the bedroom. But yes, definitely going to be an interesting thing. Now, you guys, Mil Muertes as well as yourself, are the YouTube Tag Team Champions. Am I correct? Or did you guys lose them?
They lost them to Bulletproof.
That's right. You guys did lose them. I do apologize for that. Bulletproof. Scuzz and David Wells took those titles home with them.
Bulletproof lost at the pay-per-view and got upset. Because, you know, we lost them at the pay-per-view, and we won them at the pay-per-view. Bulletproof got upset, needed a rematch, and that's when they won it. Because they cried about it. Because they had their streak beaten. Plain and simple. But that's okay.
We cried about it? Seriously? We cried about it? We did not cry about it. So that's a wrong fact.
Now, he might have his assumptions wrong. It was the boss's idea to put Bulletproof back up there against Hell, the Death Dealers. And I looked at it this way. An undefeated team finally being defeated for the first time. They might want a little bit of redemption for that. And that's what redemption was all about following the pay-per-view. Getting a little bit of redemption. Scuzz and David Wells really took the victory to you guys. They put the boots to you guys, actually. It was a good match. It was back and forth action. But in the end, it was Bulletproof. They are the new YouTube Tag Team Champions of Friday Fight Night. Now, I know for a fact there's going to be some revenge coming their way. At the hands of the Death Dealers. Any kind of idea what's going to go down, or are you keeping that under your wraps?
We'll just see them when it comes time to put those titles up. That's all.
Okay. Definitely going to happen. I know it will, because it's going to be an interesting storyline going forward. Bulletproof, like I said, only defeated once as a collective. They're going to go up against you guys again. I don't know when at this point, but it will be coming soon. Because everybody needs a little bit of redemption in life. And if they can pull off an upset or a victory nonetheless, that redemption is going to be justified. But if you guys lose again, climbing back to the top to fight for those YouTube titles is going to be a struggle. We've got a lot of tag teams forming in Big Dog Wrestling. So it's going to be a fight for Death Dealers if they end up losing. So what would you like to, I'm going to give you the floor for a couple of minutes here, Devilish. If you've got anything you want to talk about, anything you want to discuss, this would be your open floor right now.
You guys go ahead and recruit all you want, all these other factions. It's not a matter of fact where you need to have so many numbers. The smaller you are, the stronger you end up being. I see 10, 12, 14 members in a group. You know what? They implode. It's always been there. It's truth. It's been history. I've seen it over the years, many, many long years, long before a lot of you were born. So it doesn't matter to me. Go ahead and recruit. Just means more fresh meat for us to kill in the end. And I'll just leave it at that.
Well said. Thank you very much, Devilish, for joining us.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, take care, Devilish. I will talk to you later. And now, as you guys know, Big Dog Wrestling, there's always some kind of chaos. You guys heard it a lot here tonight with the interviews. A lot of people gunning for you, Tyler.
That's all right. Bring it. Tell them to bring it, because I'm ready. When you want to call out Bulletproof, you want to call out Scuzz and David Wells and myself, that's your worst mistake.
Now, this is your first episode here with us on Pillar to Postmark. What are your thoughts going forward?
We talking to Scuzz here?
Yeah, we're talking to Scuzz.
Well, I won for talk. I think talk is just fucking wasting time. I like chugging brews, fucking bitches, and kicking ass. And that's it. I do that every time. That's it. Nothing else to say.
Well, it's been a pleasure having you guys join Big Dog Wrestling. You and David Wells started off in what is now known as Bulletproof World Order Wrestling. And I brought you guys over to Big Dog Wrestling. You guys have had a lot of success. Like I said, one loss as a tag team. That is pretty impressive.
I think that alone speaks volumes, doesn't it?
And now the YouTube tag team heavyweight champions as well. The target is on your back. Now, Death Dealers already get their rematch clause, obviously. So you have to worry about them, as well as a bunch of other tag teams. What do you got to say about to those tag teams coming up against you?
No problem whatsoever. You just bring them, knock them all fucking down, one by one. That's what we do, man. It's how we've always rolled. It's how we continue to roll.
It's what Bulletproof is founded on.
Here, in Tyler Black's organization, that's the only thing that happens, man. Just everyone who steps up gets knocked the fuck down. And all that fucking time that they spent delivering these long fucking winded promos, wasting everybody's time, forcing people to listen to this shit. It's like, that was all wasted breath, man.
Break out the shovels. Bulletproof's coming, right?
That's right. That's what we do. We bring out the shovels. We bury you to the ground. That's what we do. And now, it's not because of my overhyped self, Doug Bishop. And I don't steal gimmicks. I make up my own gimmicks. So, boy, keep talking, boy, because I'm coming to warfare, and I'm going to shut you up once and for all, son.
Well, the talking is almost done, because after this show, we are going to be moving into Asylum. Now, that is the Suicide Sunday show for the weekday. Some interesting matches going down. I want to actually discuss them because there's going to probably be some eyebrows raised. But you know what? I like raising them eyebrows a little bit. So, if I can find it here and pull it up, I will gladly do that for everyone involved. Gonna be a pain in the ass today, isn't it? Nothing seems to be working right now. Oh, here we go. Finally brought it up. Okay, so after today's live show called Overdrive, we're going to be starting off Asylum. It's going to be Adam Bordello versus Malice. Now, both these men are fairly new to Big Dog Wrestling. Adam Bordello just debuted about a week ago. And then we're going to move on with Hot Cheese from the Killer Dolls, taking on none other than the Devil Dolls, Cuff and Spank Me. We got British heavyweight title match. Beardy getting a shot at Ricky Hot Rock, the current British heavyweight champion. Move on to a #1 contender spot for the women's title. Fatal 4-way, Suki McHaggis versus She-Hulk Chick versus Jennifer versus Queen Biatch. You guys seen a little something here? Yes, Devil Dolls invading Suicide Sunday. We've got a Brotherhood initiation tonight. It's Steel Thunder from the Brotherhood. That is Thunder Chops and Michael Roberts taking on Stubby in a handicap match. Now, it doesn't matter if Stubby wins or loses. The beatdown is the initiation. If he can overpower these two, even better. Gonna earn his rocker tonight. Pandora from the Devil Dolls taking on none other than former Suicide Sunday women's champion, Killer Doll herself, Doll Baby. And finally, in a main event to remember, it is for the WU #1 contendership match. It is inside an elimination chamber. These 6 men have their opportunity. Extreme, Super Nacho, Skull Psycho Man, Dave Wall, Carnivorous, Maximus, and Bone Dog. That will be on after this live stream. So there you guys have it right there. I was going to bring in some other people to talk. Mordred Nightwalker still hasn't, I can't see him online, so I think we're going to have to do him, use him on the show next weekend. Should this be a weekly show or should it be a bi-weekly show? What do you guys think about this?
I like your weekly.
Time permitting, man. I mean, it might be okay to do it, weekly. However, a bi-weekly would give you time to kind of relax and gather up everything over the course of the 2 weeks.
Yes.
With all the 3, because 3 shows, and then I know I'm only doing 1 show a week.
Yeah.
You guys are rocking like fucking 2, 3, 4, lots of stuff, man.
Yeah.
So maybe it might be better for
Whatever
you.
works for you guys. I'm up for whatever works for you two. I'm up for anything.
I'm thinking bi-weekly might be the way to go because I have been getting busy with graphic designing for the for Endzone, the t-shirt designer that I use. So I've got more work I've got to do from him. So it might be a little bit easier to do it bi-weekly. So that would be every 2 weeks we do Overdrive. And that way Mark's got more to discuss what's been going on with his show. And we can do a proper summary of what's going down with Big Dog Wrestling and Bulletproof World Order Wrestling. So that might be the route to go. Now, anything that you guys want to discuss before we go off air? It is 7:44. We should probably take it straight up to 8. Oh, wait a minute. We started at 5, didn't we?
No, we started at 6.
We started at 6, so maybe we should take it directly to 8. Anything that you guys need to discuss before we go off? Tyler, any more about your show?
Well, any more about my show? Well, let's see. Tomorrow night, David Wells, he'll get his rematch for the Extreme title against Goldberg. This is going to be an intriguing match. Mondo versus Mordecai. I think it's going to be a nice, intriguing match.
Mondo. I haven't faced Mondo since it was called Facebook Wrestling back in the day. That was on Facebook, obviously. I have not faced him since then, so it's going to be interesting. And this is going to be more of a live scenario, so I'll be there, with bells on.
That's right. And since you said Demented's going to be facing Cowboy John tomorrow night, so that's going to start Demented's tour towards me at Highway to Hell. So Demented, you're going to face each and every member of Bulletproof on your tour towards me at Highway to Hell, because it's just too sweet.
Love you, Tyler. Always fun to have you.
Hey,
Mark, what can we expect from you?
Scuzz aside, I want to take the time to thank everybody who took the time to hit up my channel, subscribe to it, watch any of the stuff that's currently on there. Anybody that's a big fan of old school territory stuff, 80s stuff, hair metal, all that shit, that's in essence what MPW is all about. So everybody who went over there, took the time to check it out, I really appreciate it, super appreciate it. And I look forward to this Monday and kicking shit off and having a really good time. And like I said, what's better than fucking 80s style pro wrestling and having Tyler Black and Pete Wall do commentary? That is fucking kick ass. So again, appreciate it, guys.
Well, I also want to give a shout out to all the people that are watching currently, and I also want to thank them for checking out your channel as well and checking out Tyler's channel, because it's a community here on YouTube, and building that community is a very big thing, especially for me. I love communicating with the people there, as long as they're not, like some of the people that just demand. It's working alongside them, trying to make the product even better, and that's what my main goal is to make the product better and work with the viewers and the subscribers to make them more involved and make it into a more interactive community. So I want to thank everyone that has subscribed to Pillar to Post and that enjoys the commentary that I bring. Thank everyone for joining and checking out Bomb Pop Overdrive, as well as TCB Sportscast. That one is a little bit harder for me to remember, but I will start remembering it from now on, Tyler.
That's why I like to thank all my subscribers as well that came on over, subscribe to the TCB Sportscast YouTube channel. And you guys are going to see a lot more stuff instead of 2K. I'm going to be bringing Madden 18, the rebuild of the Buffalo Bills. That's going to be a big part of the channel. So if y'all a fan of Madden, come watch it.
Now, like I said, we didn't get to some of our interviews that we're planning on, but it is closing in on 8 o'clock. I still haven't ate supper. I want to actually quickly do that before I start my live stream of Big Dog Wrestling. I haven't eaten all day, so that is an important thing for me to do, is actually get up there and eat. A lot of shit keeps me busy, and I forget about food a lot, and that is not a good thing with life in general, is it? But we have sponsors. I want to give my sponsors a quick shout out. Brian HILLEBERT, thank you very much. You are, as always, like I said, one of my favorite sponsors. You donate monthly, and it is appreciated big time. Your sponsorship goes into making this a little bit better. Actually, what I'm using your money for is building the studio I started into something a little bit better, so the sound quality is better when I'm doing my live streams and stuff like that. And I'm not torturing the family with my vocals. So there's that. That's being done. Plus, I went out and I actually bought GTA 5. That's Grand Theft Auto 5. With one of my sponsors' money that I got sent to him. I can't remember his name offhand. I will be sure to give you a shout out next week on my stream. Eddie Paz, that's who it is. Donated $20 to my my Patreon. So I want to thank Eddie Paz very much for that that donation. Helps a lot. Also, audibletrial.com/pillar-to-post. Use that link and you will get a free audiobook download plus 30-day free subscription. They've got everything that you could desire in reading or have read to you. Make sure you check them out. And Grapple merch. And what is the code there, Tyler? You always remember it, and I always forget it at the checkout counter.
The code's at grapple.bigcartel.com. All you got to do is type in coupon codes. The Beast or Pillar to Post 77 at checkout, and you will save 10% off your purchase.
Thank you very much. I'm going to let you shout out your sponsors as well there, Tyler, because it is requested of us every time we do a live stream or a show. So give a shout out to your sponsors there, bro.
My sponsors are, as always, like I said, Grapple Merchandise, Audible, GameSteel.com, Back to Basics Radio Network, Blog Talk Radio, Bomb Pop Overdrive, Pillar to Post, Big Dog Wrestling, Midwest Pro Wrestling, and Bulletproof World Order Wrestling.
Now, a lot of those affiliates and sponsors we share, so I let Tyler take away a lot of it. I also want to give a shout out to Cujo Wolf. He runs Cujo's Crypt on Blog Talk Radio. He gives me a shout out almost every show, I believe, and Gav for all the help he provides in Wrestler Unstoppable, as well as Devilish, Wrestling Mama. There's more. Cujo Wolf again for the work he does with Unstoppable side of Pillar to Post, and I believe Super Nacho for creating those instrumentals for us to use at the pay-per-views and live shows. So thank you very much, guys. Mark, anyone that you need to give a shout out to?
Everyone in chat. I can't name everyone off the top of my head, but Blaze, sir, this is for you. Thanks, bud. Yeah, just everyone in there. I mean, you've got such a kick-ass community, dude. Everybody there is really friendly. Everybody's really cool. I love how everyone kind of switches between in character and out of character.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's great to
it's
work
like serious
with, man.
mode, kind of fuck around mode. And you two guys, I mean, if it weren't for Tyler, I would never have run into you, and I'm so glad I did. I mean, you guys have turned out to be some of the fucking coolest guys that I know, and I'm really, really excited about all the stuff that's coming between our three channels and shit. So, cheers, everybody.
Yes, once again, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. You guys take it easy tonight. Tune in to Pillar Post version of Big Dog Wrestling using WWE 2K17, as well as TCB Sportscast tonight. Tyler, you got your show running tonight. Bulletproof.
Yep, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern, which is Rapid Fire Pro Wrestling. So Rapid Fire tonight.